Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent. And if you do enjoy the videos, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Serpents, what is happening out there in the marketplace right now? It is very, very interesting times as we are watching the market take a negative turn in the last it's only been like in the last 6 hours or so. At the time of making this, that we've seen the market take a turn, and it was being quite aggressive. 8.26% for BNB, 5% for Cardano, 3.47% for XRP, almost 5.5% for Bitcoin at the time of making this, which could be more by the time this goes live. So what has sparked all of this to occur? And obviously, there is quite a bit of news out there at the moment that is happening, that is impacting. That there's potential news of people going after Binance, which is the 5th largest crypto out there at the moment, and so that would be a big one. So obviously the market has taken that news and has reacted quite violently to it. With BNB being $45.98 billion, that would be lots of trouble for many people. So interesting times ahead. Very, very interesting times ahead. Now, I knew that it was going to go down. Did I not tell you? Now, Ripple co-founder Jed McCaleb dumps another 17 million XRP, 183 million still on balance. So not too far away, guys. Not too far away until this guy's account reaches zero. Finally. He had suspended his XRP sales, but he's come back. So he's come back. It's not too far to go, and we're all very much looking forward to the day that he's gone. So XRP price, so it can rally 20% over the next week. Well, interesting times, right? I mean, FX Street put out this article, and it's actually gone down. So where do we take it from here? So a flip on the 37 cents barrier into resistance barrier will invalidate the bullish thesis, and it will invalidate it, because I don't think we're done with the dumps. Like, I'm just being honest. Like, I do not believe that we're done just yet. I think there is plenty more blood to come before we go up. And I told you June was going to be bad. Well, bad. I mean, accumulation. It's good for accumulation. Bad as in, you're not going to see the green candles that you thought you're going to see. And I told you. So we'll talk about price, what's going on, how it's all going to work out. Actually, hasn't been that much news that has come out in the last 24 hours in regards to it. And we know that Brad Garlinghouse hints at future mergers and acquisitions, so we've spoken about that in the past. But I wanted to come back and talk about it because as the company grows, as the ecosystem of Ripple grows, XRP, Flare, all these things that are coming, XRP, Ledger in the NFT space, they're going to have lots and lots of money to acquire more and more businesses and become even bigger. So I want you guys to start to think about that, because like I said, you look at XRP today, 6.71% down for the week at 40 cents or 39 cents that we're at the moment. And since 2018, where it's been and where it's at, and you might think to yourself, why would I ever touch this with a 10 full pole? Well, if you were just looking at price, I could understand. But get behind the tech and understand it, and you'll see what the serpent sees. And not to mention ISO and how big, humongous, monstrous this is going to be in the years to come. Now, years to come. Not days, years. Just please get that mindset. Yes, we will take profits along the way. Of course. Would be mad not to take profits along the way, but a large portion of my account will stay for a very, 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 very long time. A very long time. I just want you guys to be crystal clear on that, because that's where my mindset is. Majority of my XRP tokens, they ain't going nowhere. Because I know that in 2, 3, 4 years' time, the rewards will be there. Now that's a personal choice. Doesn't have to be you. Just telling you what I'm going to do. And if you like to follow me, sure. If you think I'm crazy, sure. Let's jump into it, Tanya. Let's have a look at some of the indicators. All right, so as we begin to look at, from an analytical point of view, from a charts point of view, you can see that we dropped, right? And we dropped quite heavily. And you can see that we were sitting at around 40, and then very quickly we jumped all the way down to 38.47. We're still 3.11% down for the day, but now we are back inside the Bollinger Band. Now, from an RSI point of view, you can see that it touched the bottom of the RSI, and then it went up. Now, from a MACD point of view, you can tell that we are, at the moment, from an hourly perspective, in a bearish trend. However, let's switch to 12. When you switch to 12, things are a little bit different. You can see from an RSI in the 12 charts that we were outside of the RSI, and then obviously you're going to come back in at some stage. So we've had that drop. You can see in the Bollinger Band here, it touched the top of the Bollinger Band, then it went out of the Bollinger Band. Now, what goes out must come back in. And so if you guys knew and you were there and you were ready to hit that, execution, you knew that, it was going to happen. But from a MACD point of view, you can see that it touched where the line where they almost crossed, but they didn't cross just yet. Now, let's zoom out even further and go over it. You can see from a daily perspective, the way that it's looking is RSI is almost right at the bottom, like not far away at all. You can see from a MACD point of view that it is bullish at the moment. The blue line is above the orange line. When the orange line is above the blue line, we're bearish. When the blue line is above the orange line, we are in a bullish scenario. So what can the charts tell us from this perspective, from what's going on at the moment? Well, we know that news came out, which was negative for crypto. And so at the moment, we are influenced a lot by that news. So again, when we look at the hourly, it's starting to come back a little bit. My thoughts are at the moment that, yes, it has started to come back a little bit compared to where we were. However, when I look at it, and I look at how far we've dropped and how far we've come back, we're not even come back halfway yet. So we'll probably come back and touch maybe 39.3, 39.4, and then we're going to continue to drop down. Because we've had one nice big spike down. We're having a little retracement at the moment, and then we're going to continue to go down. So that's what I believe is going to happen, right? And again, this is interpretation, right? I mean, just one person. And again, it's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but I just want to mention, from my logics when I come through on the channel and talk to you guys, these are the things that I look at. RSI, MACD, news, Bollinger Bands. They are the type of things that make up my mind. And at the moment, it's looking bearish. It's looking bearish. Now, you may not like that idea, but to me, it's looking bearish. So as we begin to look from from a drawings perspective about where we are right now, where we're heading to, and how it's all looking, the lowest that we went today so far is 38 cents 58, but I don't believe that is the end. I think we're having a small retrace at the moment, and we're going to continue our way down. Now, how does that look? Well, it's let's just say that that 30 cents that I was talking about, I do believe it. I do believe that we're gonna reach those points, which is crazy to think so, but it is what it is, right? I mean, I gotta tell you what I see, and what I see is that I do see us heading towards those numbers. Now, again, it's not financial advisor, and please, it is only one person's opinion, and make your own judgment as well, right? It's really, really important to do so. Do I believe that after we've done that, we're gonna start to go up? Yes, of course, absolutely. From utility point of view, how good the project is, how exciting the project is, how many partnerships it has, on-demand liquidity, the case, settlement or a win, again, my perspective, and then from there, a Ripple IPO, and the rest, which is going to be absolutely amazing. And you know what? I'm going to be with you every single step of the way. So patience, in this market, time in the market will always beat timing the market and never forget that. And as always, only put in what you can afford to lose. But if you did learn something new today, then don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. As always, thank you, and I look forward to see you on the next one.